That was nice.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Darcy.
Good morning, Jeffrey. That fade in was really nice. I must say, I was impressed.
Well, it's better than going to the wrong screen.
Yeah, that's true. But it still looks very nice. Good job. Very professional.
So, what do we have in store for everybody today?
Oh my gosh, so much good stuff.
Like
Yep,
what?
there's articles and pictures. Um, yeah, good things.
Should we just jump right into it? You got any
Yeah, we
chatty
could.
stuff to talk about?
Maybe. I was just looking over and ChatGPT was in in the window instead of the ghost one. And I was just confused about that. You know me, I'm easily confused. uh,
Have
but
you
yeah,
used AI any time this week?
nope, no,
No.
I didn't. I have not. Have you? I feel like the answer's probably yes.
Yes, a
I
little
saw
bit.
you use it earlier, just earlier today.
I did just try to use it earlier today. Our boss told us that we need to watch 2 hours of AI videos every week,
Wow.
or they'll smash our hands.
Whoa.
Hmm. It's a tough place.
That sounds tough.
So, does watching videos count the same as just doing AI things? Or do I have to watch the videos and separately do AI things?
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know.
Neither do I. Guess I'll just have to do both.
You can do it.
No, they're not that mean. Not that mean.
Um.
What's that?
Oh my gosh. That is my
Oh, we didn't fix our things. We got the wrong titles at the bottom. Please hold.
blueberries. Those are
Those are
blueberries.
blueberries. Please. I don't know where my notepad is. So
Found the correct article now instead of ChatGPT. Pardon the delay. Blue babies?
Blue babies. Is that what it says? Oh.
No.
You tricked me. You tricked me.
Yep. So new chit chat. Oh, I already told you a little bit this morning, but we went to Homosassa State Park. And we've been there before, a couple times. It was the first time going with my brother, and it was fun. It started out a little slow. Um, they used to have a lot of alligators there. It's a place that takes um, animals that have been hurt or people had as pets, and then couldn't take care of them any longer, and so they go to this. So basically, it's not a zoo, but it's a zoo. It's a place where you can go and see these animals.
It's a
And then
zoo of rejected animals?
yeah, or hurt animals that can't go back out
Weak
into the wild.
animals?
Yep. And a hippo named Lou. Um, but uh, yeah, so there was only two alligators in this huge area, um, and it's because they don't have any that need help right now. So it was good, but then it's also sad because there was like enclosures. There was an enclosure with a bear, and there was just one bear, a bobcat that was by itself. So you see these animals and they just look so lonely. It's like the worst part of zoos, but at the same time, that they're just in there because they can't be out in the wild. I don't know. It was sad but really beautiful at the same time. Yep. And they had a couple manatees that they've been taking care of that got hurt in boating accidents. So it was pretty. They do a lot of good stuff there, but it's still sad.
So it
we're
sounds like
take
it's
our
an
money.
emotional roller coaster when you go to the zoo.
It is. It is. But when you go, then it helps support the animals. So.
Do they have any scorpions there?
No, but they had a bunch of snakes and couple turtles. We saw some big snakes. We see the scorpions in our house. I have a feeling people aren't really concerned if the scorpions are okay or not. No offense.
They'll get by?
Yeah, they're like, I accidentally just killed it instead.
That must be why they've teamed up with the ants to form a super army.
Yep. I would think so. If I were them, that's what I would do.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Mm-hmm.
To be like, if you're an ant and you had like scorpion teammates, and you could roll into battle with like on the back of your scorpion. It's kind of like like in Star Wars, it's having those ground battles, and they have those big ATX walker things.
Yep.
Or if you look at like Lord of the Rings, where they have like a big giant ogre or something.
What are those called? The trolls.
Troll ogres.
What were those? Yeah, and the great big ones. They were called. Oh my gosh.
Ogre trolls.
I read the book.
Cyclopses.
They weren't called cyclopses. No man. Now it's gonna drive me crazy.
Even bigger trolls. Yeah. So what's happened is the scorpions decided that ants were much more agile, and so they're like, listen to the best of both worlds.
Of both worlds. Yep.
Huh?
Yep. I was just reading along.
Well, I thought you were saying the name of whatever the troll ogre was.
No. I think all I keep finding is giant troll. Oh, cave trolls.
Cave trolls.
Like, I know it's something besides giant trolls. Yep. Okay. That's settled.
So the scientist was searching for scorpions when he found them walking along trails made by foraging harvester ants. The scientists suspected the scorpions were living within ant colonies. Ants in the colony don't seem to recognize the scorpions as threats, and the sting-bearing sojourners skitter in and out, so the scorpions just skitter in and out of the nest freely. It appears to be the only known scorpion myrophile, a creature that lives in close association with ants.
Weird. I just like that's cool that they figured it out, but why would you just see like, oh, there's a scorpion walking on the ant road. He must live with the ants. Like that feels like a I mean, it's cool because they were right, but it just also feels like, you know, lots of things walk on people roads. They don't live with us, do
Yeah,
they?
but lab experiments revealed that scorpions have an appetite for ant larvae.
Oh.
They probably exploit the ants, they said.
Oh.
Then came the pseudoscorpion pieces of the puzzle. Collected in 2018, had two pseudoscorpions gripping its back and hanging on for dear life. Over the next 5 years, the researchers collected many more scorpions, all without pseudoscorpions in tow. It was unclear whether that one observation was just a fluke, but that spring night in 2023, they found 7 scorpions, each with at least 2 pseudoscorpions along for the ride. One of those scorpions carried 6 wee passengers.
What are they?
I think I got more than one picture. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yikes.
The pseudoscorpion, identified as Nanowitherus wahami, probably uses the scorpion as a shuttle to disperse among ant colonies, the team suspects. That may help the pseudoscorpion infiltrate the nest where it can feed on mites and other small prey within. It's not clear how the ants benefit from this arrangement. They don't die. But they think the pseudoscorpions could have a more reliable ride than spiders. Cushion.
Yeah, I mean, I guess between spiders and scorpions, I'd prefer the scorpions, but.
Interesting. So not so much as the team up as just a convenient travel partner.
They're squatters.
They're squatters.
We just talked about that the other day.
What? That squatters just
Squatters.
Kinda...
Yeah.
Are squatters good or
Moving.
bad?
Bad.
Bad?
Mm-hmm.
What about these types of squatters? They're just hanging out. I don't know if they
I don't
bought
think
that
they're
property.
They live there.
They
They
live
have
there?
the right.
It's their house?
Yep.
So this is the true upside down. One of the least explored places on Earth lies just off the coast of Antarctica. Some 1.5 million square kilometers of ocean there. A vast area the size of Alaska. Sits in perpetual darkness. It hides beneath 200 to 600 meters, 650 to 2,000 feet of
Wow.
floating ice. That makes it virtually inaccessible to humans. Still, in January 2020, a team of researchers disturbed their slumber. They made a rare attempt to explore it. They camped on the floating Thwaites ice shelf. There, they melted a narrow hole 600 meters, 2,000 feet, through the ice. Then they lowered a long, shiny, remote control submarine called an ice fin.
Skinny. Skinny. Shiny.
I said shinies. Skinny.
That's awesome.
Well, shiny's important too. You gotta look
Yeah,
good
it
while
is.
you're going down in the new water. You don't know what you're gonna
Yeah.
find down there.
No.
It turned up a startling discovery. Thanks to its shininess,
Yep.
the sub's camera displayed glistening stars. They dangled like Christmas tree ornaments from the icy ceiling above. Dozens of these sparkling stars waved their arms like flower petals. Schmidt, at the time, was sitting inside a tent atop the ice, staring at a computer screen. She watched live video be relayed up from the sub as it skimmed just below the ice. No, no. No picture. Oh, now we just gotta go back. Ah.
That's what it looked like just under the ice. Kidding.
I'll just have to come out to old browser. That's what it looked like.
Oh, it's so cool. Look at them. They're like going in and out. They're like, ah, I'm scared. That's too shiny. I think it's very cool.
I'll have to come back to the only picture that's shown up. So these were sea anemones. Those tentacled creatures normally live on the seafloor. Like flowers, they sprout from rocks or sit rooted in the sand. But here, these creatures instead had burrowed into the ice, forming what looked like an upside-down aquatic garden. Yeah, I saved a whole bunch of these pictures. Remember, this was the one that I was like, there's a million of these pictures. Let's see, what's your problem?
There it is right there.
Yeah. What is your problem? These are good pictures. What? Looks like there's some missing. No, they're not.
Yeah,
They're right.
number 2 is gone.
Yeah, we'll say number 2. You're right. Must not like the jiffies. What do you think? Did it show up? It did, yay!
Yeah. Good job.
So,
Amazing.
So they investigated this ice shelf, and some other people looked at things.
Oh, yep.
And they took some of these animals from their places
Oh.
to study them. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of other creatures. There's some fish. So there's... Here, I'll just switch back to the browser. Then we can see. There's some fish. There's some, like, little...
Shrimps?
Shrimp, yeah. I was going to say brine shrimp. But they're just shrimp. And then a worm. But it's kind of funny. And then here's the different ice shelves that they investigated.
Yeah,
The
where's the
Ron
one
ice
that
shelf, the Ross ice shelf. But what I was thinking is you got this fish that's like just swimming upside down. Everything's upside down, so is it really upside down to them? If your whole world is just flipped over. Do you ever
I don't
flip
think-
back the other way? I don't know.
Maybe, because can't you get like really disoriented underwater? Like what's up versus down? Or is that just when you go through an avalanche? I can't remember.
That's true. But then I guess you got gravity that's always pulling you in a certain direction.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Do we need to take a break?
I could use a little top off on the old caffeinated beverage.
All right. Could you also check to see if we're live to make sure?
Yeah, we are. I checked.
Okay.
The sound sounded good. Is it
Okay.
because nobody's joining us today?
It's because nobody joined us.
Yeah.
We have
What?
nobody today.
So rude. We showed up for once.
Kinda.
Well, yeah. Well, last week Craig said that he didn't get notified. I
Nobody
wonder if
got
that
notified.
happened again.
All their notifications are turned off. Our channel is banned. We've been shadow banned.
Maybe it's also because I didn't make it until like 2 minutes after we were supposed to start.
Everybody gave up.
Yeah, they were like,
They should be just waiting forever.
yeah. I mean, you don't give up until 8:30 at the earliest, and then maybe 9 o'clock is better before you give up.
You're just sitting there waiting. Could you imagine that? Just sitting there waiting for your show, hoping that it's going to come on.
Yeah.
All right.
No, there's just. Oh yeah.
Let's take our medium break.
Okay.
This
Medium
one.
break it is.
Well, it looks like we got some viewers now. That are all we
Yep.
needed to do was take an intermission.
Yep. Perfect
That's
time.
always good.
Yep.
Good morning, those that have joined.
Yes, good morning. Nobody can hear us though because we're still on our break. Oh, here we are.
No, we're back. We're back.
Good
in
morning,
the
everybody.
act. Just in time for some
Yeah.
allergy talk.
Ooh, I love allergies.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't. I don't love allergies. But luckily it's raining today, so today should be an easier day being outdoors.
It's snowing here.
Oh man. Does that kick in allergies? Or just colds?
I think when we switch between cold and warm, that kicks it in.
Yeah. Yep. That's where we've been. We've had a lot of cold weather and then like super hot. And then there's a lot of construction going on around our house in the neighborhood. And so there's a lot of trees being cut down, just sending tons of pollen out. So everything's green right now. Well, hopefully with all the rain, it'll clean it out. Yep. Good times.
Good times.
Yep.
So, newfound immune cells are responsible for long-lasting allergies.
Ooh.
Allergy sufferers may one day be able to erase the source of their congestion, itchy skin, swollen lips and throats, thanks to 2 studies that have uncovered elusive immune cells that maintain allergies over the long haul, often for a lifetime. What? A specialized type of immune cell called type 2 memory B cells, or MBC2s, hold the memory of proteins that cause allergies, 2 independent groups of researchers have reported. The B cells are important for long-lasting protection against infectious diseases, but the subset is primed to make the type of antibodies that lead to allergies. Is that what allergies are? Is your body fighting the pollen?
Yeah, it thinks it's something bad, and it goes nuts. Goes nutskis in your body. You know, Ross that we used to work with, him and his son both have hay fever, and so it makes them allergic to some vegetables too.
Oh,
And I met somebody else. There was a lady that I worked with at my last place. I can't remember exactly who it was, but she had a similar issue.
huh.
Yep.
In the United States, about a third of adults and a quarter of children have allergies, with symptoms ranging from seasonal sniffles to life-threatening reactions to food or insect stings. Allergies happen when the immune system unleashes a type of antibody called IgE on innocuous proteins. Usually those antibodies are reserved for fighting parasitic worms. But in people with allergies, the antibodies target harmless things such as pollen, peanuts, and pet dander. Well,
I wonder if that would work with like I'm allergic to amoxicillin, so I'm not supposed to take penicillin either. I wonder if it's the same.
Probably is. While some allergies disappear over time with therapy, others last a lifetime. For decades, scientists have been searching for the source of the long-lived allergies. Now they can finally strike them down.
Yep. Get out of here.
To make this fantastic discovery, scientists examined more than 90,000 memory B cells. That's a lot.
Whoa. That's insane.
From a whole 6 people.
What?
Uh,
That's a lot. a lot from not very many.
4 people allergic to dust mites, 5 people with no allergies. Oh, from 6 people with birch allergies, 4 people, so it was a total of 15 people.
Yeah.
But that's still not very many people. And I'd imagine you can get like 5,000 cells pretty easily. So
Yeah.
doesn't seem like it's a very big sample. Looks like they need to do a little more work.
Yeah. Yep.
But
It's a start.
it is a
I guess.
very promising start.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you have
Yeah, it
you
seems
said
like
you have allergies, only penicillin?
No, I have some. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't have allergies too bad. A little bit. Somehow I muted your audio.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so maybe your whole story, just
It went.
your allergy story probably was just silence of me sitting there,
Oh,
not responding to you. That's funny.
that's awesome.
Because I clicked something and then I just looked down and you had a red strike through you. That's funny. I never used that to mute people. But now I can.
Note to self: Darcy's
Note to
story's
self.
boring. It will be
Whenever
better.
Darcy
with
tells her
silence.
boring allergy story, hit the button so that
That's amazing.
we don't have to be
Yeah, just-
suffering through it like an allergy.
Yep. Silence is better. Let's stick with that.
Oh
wait.
no. We've lost 2 viewers.
The potato.
The
Yeah.
potato. We
I'm
weren't
a
funny
potato.
enough.
That's it happened.
Well, the next story is going to blow everybody's mind.
It is.
Did you know that there's ghosts in space?
I did. No, I didn't know that. But I saw this picture before.
Look at 'em. This is the first.
Look at them. That's
This is the first real life
awesome.
capture of space ghosts.
Mhm.
We got it from
And
the John Webb telescope.
Yep.
James
And you
Webb.
could tell it's real because it's moving. John Webb.
Yeah, we did.
It's his
That's
brother.
really where it came from. It wasn't the James Webb telescope. It was the
It's the
John
John
Webb
Webb.
one.
Yeah. So maybe it's not reliable.
Maybe it's not as reliable.
Good old John Webb.
Yep. Him and his unreliable photos.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks real to me.
Does it?
Yeah. I mean, look at they've got little eyes, little triangle eyes. That feels right.
Look how big they are. Those would be some scary ghosts.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why we don't see them because they're so big. I mean, 3 can like take over the whole world.
Yeah, but that's kind of how it is, right? When spaceships fly in, aliens come in and are gonna take over. You know, they just have. There's only like 3 or 4 of them, and then they can take over like 5 cities at once.
Yeah, I'm seeing a real creepy face in this Earth here. Got like
a
A
creepy face.
squinty eye
too.
and a big eye and a nose and like a growl, like a cat face or something.
Yeah,
Very
I'm with you.
scary.
Maybe that's not even Earth. Maybe these space ghosts are bothering some other planet. And
Oh,
the
I
John
know.
Webb telescope decided to take a picture of that.
John Webb's out there looking for planets we don't want to visit.
Yep.
Don't go to this Earth.
Don't go to the
this,
ghost planet.
Ghost world.
Ghost world. Well, this is your story.
Oh yeah.
You're the only one with access to it. 'Cause
I
it's super
have
top
access
secret.
to this.
You know, they didn't
Yep.
want it to get out to the masses.
All right. The answer to one of the greatest mysteries of the universe may come down to one of the smallest and spookiest particles. Matter is common in the cosmos. Everything around us, from planets to stars to puppies, is made up of matter. Aw, puppies. But matter has a flip side, antimatter. Protons, electrons, and other particles all have antimatter counterparts, antiprotons, positrons, etc. Yet for some reason, antimatter is much rarer than matter, and no one knows why. I've heard that they think, that maybe in other universes, that it's the exact opposite, that they're made up of antimatter. I think that's a cool theory.
That the anti-universe is made up
yeah.
of antimatter?
Yeah.
And that
then
we're
just
the
doesn't have
mystery
very much matter.
protons then?
Yeah, exactly. Physicists believe the universe was born with equal amounts of matter and antimatter. Since matter and antimatter counterparts annihilate on contact, that suggests that the universe should have ended up with nothing but energy. Something must have tipped the balance. Some physicists think that lightweight subatomic particles called neutrinos could point to the answer. These particles are extremely tiny, with less than a millionth the mass of an electron. They're produced in radioactive decay and in the sun and other cosmic environments. Known for their ethereal. I don't think I've ever said that word out loud before. Ethereal tendency to evade detection. Neutrinos have earned the nickname ghost particles. These spooky particles, originally thought to have no mass at all, have a healthy track record of producing scientific surprises. Wow. Amazing. Now researchers are building enormous detectors to find out if neutrinos could help solve the mystery of the universe's matter. The hyper chemical
How? How can you share it with us peasants? With the special. How are we going to get it on? What are you going to share it on? Are you going to share it on Discord? You can send it to me? No way. But they won't let me view it. They won't let me view it, but they'll let you send it. DB fell asleep while you were reading, she said. She actually said she fell asleep. Waiting for the show to start. Neutrinos, the mystery.
Look to your left, now to your right. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it's safe to say you're surrounded by matter. That's because matter makes up just about everything in existence, from stars and galaxies to planets to puppies and pizza. But matter has a rarely seen rival, antimatter. For every type of matter particle, there is an antimatter doppelganger with the same mass but the opposite electric charge. An electron has a positively charged counterpart called a positron. A proton's antiparticle is matter.
Yeah, it is. Why is this browser not picking up? No, not that one. Not that one. This one. No, it just sees me behind the scenes. This is a problem.
Look to your left, now to your right. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it's safe to say you're surrounded by matter. That's because matter makes up just about everything in existence, from stars and galaxies to planets to puppies and pizza. But matter has a rarely seen rival, antimatter. For every type of matter particle, there is an antimatter doppelganger with the same mass but the opposite electric charge. An electron has a positively charged counterpart called a positron. A proton's antiparticle is an antiproton. You get the idea. So why did matter win out? Why aren't there puppies made of antimatter?
The universe didn't have to be this way. The Big Bang is thought to have made matter and antimatter in equal amounts. These opposites annihilate when they meet. So you'd expect the universe to be a bleak, lifeless wasteland filled with nothing but energy. But somehow, matter won out. I'm going to tell you a story about how a tiny, unassuming particle, the neutrino, and its hypothetical relatives could explain the existence of, well, everything. Neutrinos are super weird subatomic particles. I'm kind of obsessed with them. They have ridiculously tiny masses, and they're often called ghost particles because they are so ethereal that they can pass through the entire Earth without leaving a trace. There are more neutrinos than any other particle with mass that we know of. They're produced in the sun, in radioactive decay, and in other reactions throughout the cosmos. But their stealth makes them very hard to study. For something so common, we know shock.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah. You put people to sleep while you're conveyed.
Yep. Ghost particles.
Ghost particles. All right. Next up, we got some space maps.
Ooh, space maps.
Look at that.
Oh look, it looks like a fingerprint.
It does. Maybe it's maybe fingerprints or space maps.
For where we're really from.
Get us back to our true planets, our true roots.
Yep.
In a new study, scientists have mapped magnetic fields in galaxy clusters, revealing the impact of galactic mergers on magnetic field structures and challenging previous assumptions about efficiency of turbulent dynamo processes and the amplification of those fields. That was a lot.
Oh. But, little tongue twister. Make sure.
They've studied magnetic turbulence and reconnection processes in collaboration with many students. The technique used to map magnetic fields in galaxy clusters is grounded in theoretical and numerical insights gained from years of research. Why do you want to map the magnetic fields of galaxies?
I don't know. Why wouldn't you?
So, this technique is a practical fruit of a better understanding of fundamental magnetohydrodynamical processes, propelling us to dive deeper into essential processes. While the benefit of fundamental studies may not always be immediately apparent, advances in understanding key physical processes induce tectonic changes that affect many aspects of science and engineering. So they're hanging out with the bubble people.
Yeah, I see that gigantic bubble. Huh. Feels like
Do you feel like that we really should be concentrated on mapping the magnetic fields of galaxies?
I think it's super interesting. I feel like this article is a higher level than I have the capacity for. I don't understand. But I do think it's cool. Why not? Learn more about what's happening out in the universe.
We don't get any other pictures?
No old bones.
No old bone pictures?
No boy.
Why is that?
I don't know.
What's
I
up with
thought-
that, Darcy?
That's how you make them. Did they get saved in the wrong folder?
No,
Maybe. Oh, they're there.
the Jiffis. Jiffies. Jiffies.
Jiffis?
It doesn't like Jiffies, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll
So
just
they
have
need
to
to be-
save them. Again, is something else. Note to selves, future selves, Jiffies don't work very well.
Are you sure you didn't save it somewhere else?
Maybe just now. No, I don't think I would have resaved the Jiffies.
Yeah, this is in 22.
I see where that's going. I get your concern.
Mm.
Your concerns are valid. But what else do you got going on?
My brother and I and his girlfriend are going to a pinball museum. Currently, they have over 120 arcade games. So we're gonna go check it out. Play some video games or play some pinball and hang out, and then we're going to our dad's for dinner tonight. It'll be a good day. And it's a rainy day, so
So you're saying it's a good day to play pinball?
I guess. Yeah. My brother likes playing pinball. He does tournaments 2 or 3 times a week, he says. Just in where we're from. And so he wants to go check it out, and I want to hang out with him, so I'm going to.
Sounds fun.
Always
Funsies.
It will be fun.
Hopefully you don't get attacked by any of these dinosaurs.
Yeah, I hope not. That would be not a great outcome for the day.
They just discovered them and now they're flying around.
Yeah. They went from bones to flying around
Yep.
immediately.
They fly around Scotland. That's where they're from.
Oh, well, we have some time then before they get here. Don't you think?
Yeah, but what if they fly fast? How long do you think dinosaurs flew across the ocean?
Well,
I don't think they could.
yeah. I mean, birds are dinosaurs. And
Birds fly
they're-
across the ocean?
Yeah. Like, I think albatross, like, are out in the ocean almost their whole life.
How many days does it take to go across the ocean? Like, I
Well,
need
I
some
don't think
Googling.
they- Let's see.
I need some Googling on this. I get that they could fly across if there was like little land patches they could land on.
No, but there's some that just
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to know if
they
they
migrate
fly
across the-
completely across. And then how many days
Some-
it takes.
some species of tube noses, which is a weird name, such as albatrosses, circle the Earth, flying over the southern oceans, while others, such as the Manx shearwater, migrate 14,000 kilometers, which is 8,700 miles, between their northern breeding grounds and the Southern Ocean. Shorter migrations are common, while longer ones are not. So the answer is yes.
How long do they stay in there?
You want me to see what's the long?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's interesting.
how long? What's the longest?
So an albatross just flies around the world.
What's the longest time? in flight? 10 months.
10 months
Scientists-
airborne?
Swedish scientists have determined that the common swift, Apis apis, can fly for 10 months straight without stopping.
What the? What? That's just craziness.
That is craziness.
So does it just eat birds and eats bugs just while being in the air? It never lands?
Yeah, I guess.
That's crazy. It's like once it takes off, it just is like, bye mom, bye dad. I'll see ya.
Albatross, it says can live for 50 years.
Huh.
How long do albatross stay in the year?
Well, these new dinosaurs could easily, I guess, have stayed in the air for a long time.
Well, and they can land if they can fly from the water. I mean, they just land in the water and then fly, like ducks.
Take a
So,
break in the water?
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds
Lots of birds.
dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be
there's a-
scared if I was a bird landing in the water like that.
No way. There's like those birds that will see like the feeding frenzies with the
Ones that
like
dive
dolphins and yeah, and they'll get in there too. They're like, hey, you got all the fish to the top, and they go down there with the sharks and the dolphins and stuff that are all trying to eat the fish at the same time, and they're in the mix.
That
I don't-
sounds dangerous.
It does sound dangerous, but
Well, here's the bones of that bird.
oh. Yeah, that looks like a pterosaur to me.
Previously, they did. I know, it's just so funny. It's like, oh my gosh, check that out. It's like, all right. Doesn't look super
I think
cool.
I see a foot.
Discovery shows all principal Jurassic pterosaur clades evolved well before the end of the early Jurassic, earlier than previously realized. Discovery also shows that Petrosaurus persisted. What?
Pterosaurs.
Parasaurus, whatever. Proper pronunciation. We don't need our grammar corrected here. Let's just.
Okay. Well, that's
Let's-
just what they're called.
No, they're
Pterosaurs.
not. They're Paretor. See, like, I don't even know how to pronounce it the same every time I read it. It's like different.
Petrosaur.
It's like different.
No, I do like the way you say it.
Nope,
say it.
nope.
But what
I'm
if
just gonna
one of
say
our
the
viewers
flying
wants to look it
dinosaur.
up?
I'm just gonna use like basic words. Bird, ancient bird, old bird. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Discovery also shows that the old bird persisted into the latest old-time dinosaur time alongside other birds and large see, I can't even use simple words for all of it.
Large lizards.
Large lizards. Yes, large lizards, which eventually changed into birds.
That's it. That's very interesting.
Yeah, pretty cool. It's a little cooler than the magnetic field one.
Yeah. I agree.
Magnetic fields are important, but I don't know if understanding the galaxies, like mapping galaxy, magnetic fields are all that important. I don't know.
Well, maybe you can use it to create wormholes. And
I
then
know.
you can
There's
start
always that
exploring,
possibility.
Blowing. exploring the universe and beyond. Yep.
I don't know. That's why they're scientists, and I'm just a regular person.
Yep. Yep. I prefer being a regular person. I mean, I do think it's very cool what they're doing, but I like being a regular person. Somebody's got to do it.
Do we?
Well, we don't, but somebody
Does
does.
somebody?
We
There's
just
a difference in
we fit the bill.
external and internal. Are we just getting like super delayed stuff?
What do you mean?
Let's talk about allergies. Did that come up a long time ago? I just missed it. I was seeing DB. There's a difference in external and internal allergies.
Maybe DB decided to start from the beginning.
Well, it's funny if you could watch from back in the past, but you could, when you chat, it would show up currently.
Yep.
So you're like a time traveler.
Yes, exactly.
I don't understand what's an external and internal allergy. Oh, ones that make your skin. Will that still just be? Wouldn't they all be internal? They just show differently.
I don't know. We'll have to wait for future selves to meet up with the past DB to find out. What we need more information. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
All right, that's all we have.
I thought that was excellent. Let's do it again sometime. Why are you putting that on my eye?
They can't see that. That's what's funny.
But I can't. Just got a cursor, a curse on my eye.
It's funny. It's just so funny. Because that you were watching the screen also.
Sheesh, so rude.
You'd think that I wasn't doing anything inappropriate. Like,
Yeah, it's a
let's-
good thing you weren't. Now that I'm watching, now I have a nose. Huh, interesting.
It's so funny.
Yep, good time.
All
Oh, you
right.
have a nice weekend, Patricia.
Well, everybody have a nice weekend.
Yep, me too.
Enjoy the long holiday weekend.
Oh yeah, yep. Enjoy.
Celebrate your presidencies.
Be safe. Don't
Be
drink and
safe.
drive.
Ooh, that's asking a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if President's Day is a big drinking holiday, but
It is now.
Yep, just be safe while doing it. Hey, a dog. Hi.
All right.
I didn't know my office was open.
Bye,
No, I
everyone.
didn't. Goodbye. Have a nice